Imagine, islands connected, cities linked, people move with ease, progress is within reach. Imagine that happening now. In its first year, the Department of Transportation has started building major infrastructure projects, implemented policies and programs to reduce congestion in transport hubs, enhanced security, and made roads safer. The DOTr is building to connect, building towards progress, building for the future, building for the Filipino. Whether you need a convenient way to cross entire provinces or a quick commute across a busy city, DOTr is getting you there by train. From only 77 kilometers of operational railways, the DOTr will build 1,900 kilometers of railways nationwide. The Mindanao Railway System will be the first outside Luzon. The 102-kilometer Phase 1 will connect Tagum, Davao, and Digos, which will form part of the 1,530 Mindanao circumferential and spur lines that will link Davao, General Santos, Cotabato, Iligan, Zamboanga, Cagayan de Oro, Butuan, and Surigao, among other areas in Mindanao. We are also reviving the Philippine National Railways Luzon system, which will run from Clark in the north to Batangas City, Bicol, and Sorsogon in the south. In 3 years, traveling from Manila to Clark will only take 55 minutes. This 653-kilometer PNR Luzon system will be further extended north to La Union and Tuguegarao, and to Subic Freeport. The 116-kilometer system of railways identified in Mega Cebu Vision 2050 is also progressing. Detailed feasibility studies are now being started. And yes, Filipinos will get to experience its first subway system. With the Metro Manila Subway Project, you can get from Quezon City to Taguig in as little as 32 minutes. 2 extension projects are also now ongoing construction. The long-delayed LRT-1 South Extension Project extending from Baclaran to Cavite, and the LRT-2 East Extension Project extending from Santolan to Antipolo. The new MRT-7 from North EDSA to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan is well on its way for completion in 2019. These railway projects will decongest Metro Manila and spur economic growth in its peripheries. The Common Station, a project that has not moved in 8 years, will finally break ground in September. It will facilitate convenient transfer of passengers from all 4 lines, LRT-1, MRT-3, MRT-7, and later on, the subway system. All these reflect DOTr's mission for all its railway projects: cover more ground to give commuters more ways to connect. The DOTr also kept its eyes to the skies and has worked from tech to tarmac to push air travel to new heights of quality. The main gateway to the Philippines, the NAIA, has had policy changes to reduce flight delays and solve congestion. Within the first 100 days of this administration, on-time performance of flights improved from 40% to 78%. General aviation was regulated to prioritize commercial flights. We added more seating, provided cleaner toilets, and now offer fast and free Wi-Fi throughout the airport. Rapid exit taxiways are being built for aircrafts to leave the runway at higher speeds. But above all, laglag bala is now a thing of the past. Airlines are offering more flights from Clark. 39 flights, domestic and international, have been launched. Airports from all over the country are getting a makeover. Runways are being expanded. Terminals are being improved. 8 regional airports are being equipped with night landing capabilities to allow them to accommodate flights after sunset. The new Puerto Princesa Airport is now complete and operational, already enhancing tourism in Palawan. It will accommodate close to 2 million passengers annually. The Bicol International Airport, which was delayed for 11 years, is finally getting built to decongest Legazpi Airport and make Albay an economic powerhouse. A new gateway to the Paradise province of Bohol, the new Panglao Airport, will be completed next year. The world's first resort airport will rise in Mactan, Cebu in 2018 and will accommodate 12 million passengers annually. Even the airspace is having a facelift with the CNS ATM system, which will be fully operational in December. It comes with an air traffic center and 10 additional radars. This means that from only 3 radars, the country now has 13 radars covering 80% of the Philippine airspace. CNS ATM also guarantees better air traffic control management and a safer and more efficient flights. This is progress Filipinos can feel as it happens, with less flight delays, reduced congestion at the NAIA, and more options for their vacations. And as the rails and skies keep getting better, the DOTr also worked hard this year to improve the roads for all Filipinos. We can now say goodbye to dilapidated public utility vehicles as we strive to give Filipinos a dignified commuting experience. After 14 years, we are lifting the moratorium on franchises as part of the PUV modernization program. Routes will be rationalized. PUVs will be modernized. They will be safer, more convenient, and environment-friendly. The government will assist in migration via a low-interest, low-equity, and longer payment scheme financing program. To reduce long lines in LTO offices, the validity of driver's licenses has been extended to 5 years, and the distribution of cards will start in August. The 3 million backlog of license cards has been addressed. Distribution of the 1 million vehicle plates is targeted to start in September. For the first time, the DOTr was able to persuade key agencies to work together and form an interagency council on traffic, the closest thing to a single traffic authority. Through the I-Act, the government was able to intensify its campaign against traffic violators, illegally parked vehicles, illegal vendors, and colorum vehicles. Road safety measures are in place. Prohibiting use of electronic mobile devices while driving is now being enforced. Prohibiting small children from riding in motorcycles is in effect. To improve the quality of PUVs and to ensure comfort and safety of commuters, the point-to-point bus service was expanded from only 2 routes in 2015 to 8 routes today, covering Makati, Ortigas, Taguig, North EDSA, Fairview, and now Cavite. P2P buses are equipped with Wi-Fi, GPS, CCTVs, reclining seats, and advanced safety features. The P2P model will be adopted and further improved as we introduce the Bus Rapid Transit System to the Philippines. This is a dedicated roadway for buses to ensure fast and reliable travel times with a modernized fleet. We will build it in EDSA, Quezon Avenue, and Cebu. To improve traffic flow and maximize road usage in EDSA, the DOTr will build the Southwest Intermodal Transport Exchange in Parañaque, an intermodal terminal for provincial buses that will provide a safe and convenient transfer of passengers in the Cavite area. With the rails, skies, and roads making progress, the final frontier for the DOTr is our seas. As an archipelago, the Philippines needs to use its seas as much as its roads. This is why we have started building the first barge terminal in the country in Tanza. The Cavite Barge Terminal will utilize nautical highways to decongest roads. 1 barge trip is equivalent to a kilometer long of trucks making their way to the ports. Ports all over the country are being developed. 8 ro-ro ramps have been constructed. 1,500 linear meters of berth length have been added. Around 22,000 square meters of backup area for ports nationwide have been completed. and passenger terminal buildings are being modernized. The Davao Sasa Port was also identified as the model green port of the country and is undergoing modernization. A new Cebu International Container Port will be constructed to increase operational capacity of the main cargo gateway in Central Visayas. In order to improve inter-island connectivity and to boost tourism and accessibility with local communities, the DOTr is also implementing 81 social and tourism port projects nationwide. The Philippine Coast Guard is also implementing the Pag-asa Island Social Port Project in the Kalayaan Group of Islands. A new shipping route that will connect Philippines and Indonesia has been launched. The Davao-Jensan-Bitung route will reduce travel time from 3 to 5 weeks to just 2 to 3 days. Doing business will be easier. Goods will be cheaper. To improve the safety of navigation, the DOTr is also modernizing and rehabilitating our lighthouses. As of April 2017, lighthouse operational efficiency is at 93.87%. Construction of 7 lighthouses in the Kalayaan Island Group is also programmed. To secure our seas, the Philippine Coast Guard acquired vessels from Japan to quickly respond to coastal maritime incidents. The PCG shall also acquire offshore and fast patrol craft vessels and helicopters to enhance the response capability in search and rescue. The PCG likewise conducts regular maritime patrol in the Philippine Rise to contribute to the efforts of the government to establish effective control and presence in the area. A transit corridor has also been established at the Moro Gulf, Sulu Sea, and Basilan Strait in order to deter or immediately respond to attacks or emergencies. A numbering system is also being implemented for small boats to discourage illegal maritime activities. So you ask, how are we going to do all these? For big-ticket infrastructure projects, a hybrid formula for financing is being explored to speed up project implementation. Unsolicited proposals are also encouraged, so long as Swiss challenge requirements are fulfilled. Building these projects and carrying out reforms in the Transportation Department will not be a walk in the park. For a vision to be realized, changes have to start from within. Within the first 100 days of the new administration, 115 officials have resigned, retired, or have been dismissed due to corruption charges. Several more are under investigation. For transparency, bidding processes are being live-streamed on social media for the first time. Requests for documents may now be coursed through the FOI portal. Our social media pages are up-to-date and responsive. Apart from being the primary transportation department of our country, the DOTr is also contributing income to the national treasury. In 2016, the DOTr and its attached agencies remitted 25.8 billion pesos to the treasury, higher than the target and 2015 figures. For the first quarter of 2017, it has remitted 7 billion pesos. Corporations MIAA, CAAP, and PPA remitted 6.3 billion pesos in 2016. To help decongest Metro Manila, the DOTr is taking the lead in transferring its central office in Clark within the year. We are also building training and education centers such as the Driving Academy and the Philippine Railways Institute. There's still so much to be done, and we won't stop until dignity is back in commuting. Public transportation is efficient. Roads are safer. Cities are connected. And our gateways, in air and sea, are world-class. The DOTr did all of these for a nation of drivers, commuters, sailors, and frequent flyers. And we will keep on building. Building to connect. Building toward progress. Building for the future. Building for the Filipino.